It's not every day the Native Women's Association of the Northwest Territories can bend the ear of a federal minister. But when they get the chance to, they outline the issues and, more importantly, the solutions.
Her husband came with her to work every day and sat with her, and she couldn't go anywhere without him. So things like that are really normalized in the communities, and we want to change that at Native Women, so we need to have connection. They need to have connection.
Executive Director Brenda Norris says N.W.T. N.W.T worries about the potential for several remote communities to be left in the dark by satellite internet and phone providers.
All of those 7 communities as well will never probably be hooked up to the internet because, like N.W.T, they're way too far away. The community is too small, the appetite to do it.
N.W.T has already secured funding for research through the federal government's Pathways to Safe Indigenous Communities program. Now they're hoping to bring 7 families in 7 communities SpaceX Starlink high-speed internet service.
But there's a lot of people who are on income assistance or they're on pensions. They can't afford the amount of money it costs for them to get Starlink.
And it's important not to put the cart before the horse, as politicians pitch domestic violence and missing person initiatives, reliant on connectivity, as is being discussed in a recent meeting between N.W.T, N.W.T, and Federal Minister of Public Safety on a red dress alert program in the works.
Mainstream media and the like, to put in place a notification so that the community is aware that an individual, a woman or a young girl has gone missing as quickly as possible.
Also front row and center for Native Women's, public engagement sessions to discuss gun violence.
If you go and you grab your gun and you use it, you will lose you won't be able to hunt, you won't have a gun. I think it's really important to go to those communities and give that message.
In February, the federal government dropped amendments to proposed firearms legislation, amendments opposed by Indigenous groups and N.W.T Liberal MP Michael McLeod.
Stolen guns, and that points to, storage is not where it should be, or else guns are the target. So there's lots of things that we have to look at, and I'm always reminding the minister that, okay, well, if some guns are going to be illegal, then we have to find a program to reimburse hunters and trappers.
McLeod says it's about striking a balance for victims of gun violence while respectful of Indigenous needs. N.W.T agrees.
He gets charged, he goes to jail, Gladue gets him out early, and then he still doesn't have a license to hunt, and so now the family is all suffering, including the wife and the children who were victims to start with. Now they're victims again.
N.W.T also suggests introducing financial incentives for N.W.T residents to purchase gun cabinets when they acquire their possession and acquisition license. Charlotte Mort-Jacobs, APTN National News, Yellowknife.